with that, Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition, I get to throw it over to the game by saying the 5 greatest words in the English language. Let's play some Dungeons & Dragons. That was 6 words.
That was
Whatever.
6 words.
It was close. It was close.
I was just going to say, let's play Dungeons & Dragons, but
yeah.
my brain got away from me.
2 words, Bob. Roll initiative. That's what we're going to be doing.
But when I run.
All right, before we get started, I am KowalLazy. I want to introduce my couch here.
I'm Dolph.
Gamora. I'm Brosencha.
Brosencha is a couch alumni for me. My very first marathon run of all time was almost 2 years ago to the day. And you did a heck of a lot for my nerves that time. I'm really happy to have you back, man.
Sweet.
We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Oh, did you have something else to say?
Oh,
Please
that
do.
game was better than this one, just a little bit.
Oh, wow. Come on.
Spider-Man
Wow.
3 for the Game
Oh,
Boy.
no. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay, Baldur's Gate. I forgot about that one. I'm sorry.
So once I accept my stats, the time will begin. Fun thing about this game, we're going to start off by being really buff and really, really, really wise.
Wow.
I'll talk about why that's important in a minute. But fun fact about this game, we don't actually name the main character. And in fact, that's a pretty big plot point. We're trying to uncover facts about our past. That's where we get all experience points and sort of explain what the plot's about. In the speedrun, we're not going to find out anything. So it does have one of those transcendent storylines. Play it for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it for you. We'll count it in on 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So right away, this is a pretty atypical D&D title because we are in the Planescape universe. We have a party member who is a talking skull, and he lives right over there. And we're going to go ahead and talk to this zombie. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. And I've had enough of this skull guy already. We're done with him for now. We're just going to leave him here. We'll pick him up later. We spent some time in skull daycare over here. So this first map that we're in, it's a big clockwise circle. And unlike when I ran Baldur's Gate, we actually have a feature now called Auto Run, which allows us to move at this pace all the time. It's amazing. It's the best thing ever. It's the best part about the Enhanced Edition. I love it. It means no more stacking boots of speed and haste spells
nice.
and all that junk. We get to be fast right away, and that's really exciting because we start this game off with a collectathon and no enemies.
All right.
So we're going to just go ahead and scoop up a bunch of junk, literally junk. I now have junk in my inventory. I've stolen their junk now. And a crowbar, because what adventure doesn't start with junk and a crowbar? And a key, almost there, and a hammer. Everyone needs a hammer.
If I had a hammer.
And I promised my skull buddy I'd come back for him, so, you know, I'm a real bro. I'm going to help him out.
Done.
This guy's really cool, so we're going to punch him in the face and take his keys. And just leave. I think we've had enough of this dungeon. In this game, we get to skip most of the cutscenes, and there is one cutscene in particular we will not get to skip. People who've played the game before probably know what one I'm referring to. It's going to be in about 8 minutes, and it is the worst part of the speedrun by far. However, everything else, all these FMV cutscenes that you see, I can actually just click through them in the Enhanced Edition, which is really cool. And if I accidentally click through them, they actually let you go back and watch them separately from the rest of the game, which I don't think I've seen in any of the other Enhanced Editions. I might be wrong about that. Big deal about this setting is that there are these gateways, these portals that are in this city, and they go all sorts of places. Different planes, different places, and there's triggers to get through them. And in this case, the trigger that we're using to get through is having junk in my inventory. That's all it takes. We turn that portal open, and then we walk over here and get punched. And the main character has this issue where he just doesn't seem to die. Let's see if I can... There we go. Get these guys hostile on me. So we're going to go ahead and get punched until he dies.
Don't let it end like this.
And it death warps us to the end of this region. We're going to be doing this a lot. Not so much sort of rocketing us forward. That's really the only time when doing this death abuse, death warping thing makes us go forward in the area. But we are going to use it to double back quite a lot. Here I bash open a gate because being super strong means that I have keys for whatever I want.
Sure, why not?
And I'm going to bring my Talking Skull buddy down here because Talking Skull guy is really small and therefore he's really hard to hit. And he's much better at this job than my large Frankenstein's monster-looking man. So here we're going to meet this cool kingdom of undead. They're all sentient, sapient undead. They want to be my friend. And I tell them that they are dumb, and they punch me in the face.
Looks like this one for the bill.
I love that line. The voice acting in this game is top-notch. If you actually take a look at the IMDb page for it, pretty much everyone in the cast is some type of celebrity. My favorite is coming up in about 5 more minutes, and I'm really, really excited for that part.
Yeah, Morty in particular is voiced by the voice of Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, and a bunch of other Animaniac stuff, and yeah, it's just incredible voice work.
We actually get quite a few different celebrity voice actors, so I'll try to point them out as I remember that they're in here, but there's a ton of them, and I can't remember the names very well. So we'll see how well I do on that. Somebody hold me to that, I guess.
I really want to play this now, just seeing what I've seen. I've never seen this game before. I love it.
I think a lot of people haven't seen this game before, which is one of the reasons it's kind of exciting. It's one of
Yeah.
those old classic D&D games, but it's so totally different from all of the other games that use the same engine. So here I'm running all the way to the end to collect this stinky yellow orb. Yes, it is a stinky yellow orb. It's actually specified. And it warps us back to here when I die. And then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to wander right in here and just take some zombie blasts in the face. That allows us to warp right back to the start of the area. These guys want to beat me up for breaking their gate. They just finished fixing it, so I'm going to break it again. And we're just going to leave. They're going to really slowly advance on me. I don't think they know how to chase me any faster than that. And my Skull Buddy is a laugh riot, but we're done with him now.
I will not.
Goodbye, Skull Buddy. Oh, poor Skull Buddy.
He was my favorite.
Updated my journal. Updated my journal.
So one of the big things about this as a speed run is that a lot of it is conversation trees. So I actually have a little cheat sheet for myself because I'm going to be inputting somewhere in the neighborhood of about 400 conversation options using a numeric keypad, and I cannot remember all of them off the top of my head. I'm the worst.
Oh, what now?
Updated my journal. All right.
This is where I
really
crashed
good.
earlier. Fingers crossed I don't crash here.
He's good at keeping his journal.
He keeps a lot of journal entries. You just wait. We're going to get a lot more.
Oh, good.
Done.
Oh, they're really excited about me being here, I guess. That's a good sound. Wow. Why did they throw an axe at me? That's just rude. So we're going to jog past all these people. They were having a party. I wasn't invited, so they're going to show me the door. And we're just going to leave. We're going to go into this alleyway, and we're going to find this guy who's fixing the road, and we're just going to beat him up a little bit.
I like that your biggest enemy right now is doors.
Well, and this guy fixing the road, I don't know if you know this, but I'm from Massachusetts. We don't fix roads in Massachusetts.
I know I've driven there.
So now we're going to talk to this wall. We're going to do our squall impression. And when we talk to this wall, it's going to tell us that it's pregnant. I am not making this up.
Can't confirm.
Okay.
This is a real thing. The street is pregnant. It wants to have a baby, but it can't have a baby because that guy keeps fixing the street.
That makes sense.
So I had to kill him so that I could unfix his fixing so that the streets can have a baby.
Aw.
I'm a good guy in this story, I'm telling you.
I don't believe you.
Well, hush.
You need to understand that in Planescape, good is relative.
Feel stronger.
Not in this playthrough.
At it as well.
I'm gone.
All right, so we're going to pick up a quest here. Thanks for the
Updated my
quest,
journal.
my friend. And I'm going to change up my items slightly and introduce myself to this guy with a hearty hello and a handshake. You have to believe that's what's happening because it's not on screen. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got experience from meeting him. That's great.
You'd be wanting, right?
He's dead, isn't he?
I mean, I don't like to talk about that part.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so now we need to learn an awful lot about Anna. She's a very cool character. We're going to talk to her a whole bunch. Like this.
What is it you want then?
Updated my journal.
I love it. You're just sitting there having a conversation, writing down in your journal.
Feel stronger.
So now that we learned everything there is to know about her, she's boring, so we're going to get her out of the party.
I'll be here.
We're going to level up a whole bunch. She turned us into a thief. That was pretty cool. I like that part. That's great. Thanks for turning us into a thief, Anna. We're going to leave now. And she's going to remain in front of the print shop forever and all time. She just bared her heart out to us. We're just going to leave her there.
Nice.
Now it's time to go shopping. Who's not excited about going shopping? Come on.
Are you
travel.
going to be paying with money?
Actually, yes.
What?
I know. It's disgusting.
How much money do you have?
Not a lot. Just kidding. I have a ton now. Let's sell all this crap. There we go. I don't need any of this junk. This is all garbage. and talk to this guy, and he's going to buy this gold ring. It's mine. Okay, it's a family heirloom. Don't question anything about that. I'm also going to grab some big old blood droplets.
Ew.
Buy a couple extra ones for marathon safety here. I had a practice run earlier that went a little sideways.
Blood droplets are the basic healing item in the game.
Yes.
I just want to point out, I think this is the longest you've gone without punching somebody in the face.
Oh, don't worry, we got time. All right, so now this is a place where you can go to feel really smart and have smart conversations. That's literally what it's for. And so we're going to come in here and have a nice chat with the occupant of this suite.
Time to kick some back.
That was a
And
good
I'm
conversation.
going to go take her handkerchief.
Yeah, and then he's going to come down here
Yep.
and talk to my favorite
This is one of the
party
coolest
member.
characters in the game. I'm going to introduce myself to her, too. Oh, she might outlast me. There we go. No, we got her.
Feel strong-headed.
We do that for a couple reasons. One is she's worth a bunch of experience points for some reason, and two, death warping gets you here, which is where I need to be to turn in this quest anyway.
Updated my journal.
So it's actually really, really convenient to just go over there and punch her. So now we're going to go over here, and we're going to go ahead and open this gate by talking to this fellow. And we're about to advance to the part where the casual version of the run goes completely off the rails.
I caught that. I'm not sure if anyone else did.
Back.
The casual version?
No, the rails, because there was rails.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kowal.
I learned it from watching you.
Oh my gosh.
Can I make an important announcement, though?
Please.
We do need to close the Dragon Warrior randomizer player sprites incentive after this game and before the interview so that we can generate the seed. So make sure you get your donations in for that and the donation incentive for this game before the end of Planescape
Updated my
Torment.
journal.
You were gone so long.
So this is the most complicated part of dialogue in the game. It's also the first really difficult fight in the game. It's also the biggest place where things could go wrong in the first half. And there's a ridiculous amount of dialogue here. Just absolutely just mad. And we're going to get a whole lot of experience points because we learn lots of facts about our history. But you guys watching won't, because I'm going to be trying to push these keys as fast as I possibly can. But we're going to actually encounter the way that we're going to do most of the fight, I should say, all of the 2 fights in the game in about a minute or so. And once we get to the cutscene that follows is when we'll have to cut off the incentive.
Updated my journal. Updated my journal. Updated my journal. Updated my journal.
This guy's a really good writer. He writes really fast, okay?
In your place,
He uses shorthand, you know?
He better.
humility.
All right, here we go. The first big boss fight in the entire game. We're going to run right up at her, and we're going to level up a whole lot right now because we got a zillion experience points from learning all of this stuff. I need to be really good at pickpockets. I need to be really good at stealth.
Wait, you're not going to just kill everyone from now on?
I mean, spoiler alert. I'm really strong, and I'm still really wise.
Good.
And I'm going to use this rat butt that I found to become invisible. Actually, let's see if I can get around her. This is how the fight can go haywire if she gets away from us here. She's outsmarting me. Here we go. Come on. Stand there. There we go. This should be better. Her plant buddies are really helping her out here. This is going to be a rough fight. If I get good RNG, I can get her in 2 hits. So far, kind of the opposite thing is happening. I got her another time. Let's see, this is why I bought all these extra things earlier. A little bit of marathon safety for us here. Thing is, she has a heal spell, so we need to be able to out-damage her heal spell, as well as obviously outlast these guys beating the crap out of me while I'm trying to take care of business. There we go. Woo! All right, that was a little hairy. That wasn't the way it was supposed to go. Not how the coach drew it up, but it'll work. Ordinarily, that takes between 2 and 4 hits. We missed a lot in there, and then also she managed to get away from us. She has some pathing where she tries to put the enemies between her and you, and then cast spells, which is, frankly, a really good choice on her part. Trying to pin her between her minions sometimes works, and keeps her from getting away from us, which is what I was trying to do there. Couldn't quite get her to slot into like the mess of enemies there adequately. But now I'm just going to leave. So that's cool. And I'm going to kick it over to my man Bob the Ninja Goldfish with some donations, please.
Okay, I've got $10 from Fizzu, who says,
Ah.
"Hey, Brasentia."
Oh, no.
No, it's just saying hello.
Good.
It looks like the residents of Sigil are going to have a whole bunch of reasons to hashtag blame Kowal now too. At least this run isn't plain and doesn't make me want to escape Torment, and I've updated my journal about this.
Oh, good. Good.
I have a $104 donation from Kazara, who says, "Glad to see Planescape Torment being run this year. I've been running a D&D campaign centered around Sigil, the City of Doors, and I would like to give a shout out to our plucky band of planar adventurers. Sora, the conflicted paladin, Keita, the awakened cat, Petra, the artificial elf, and Saul, the satyr rockstar. Also, Arcus, who is totally not a skeleton." And this is about where we need to cut off the donation incentive, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll do that now. I've also got $25 with no comment from Zelika, so thank you for that. And $5 from Matt 150 with no donation comment.
Weak Ravel may be, but a few tricks has Ravel learned over the years.
You still got plenty of time, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to wait for this to update. Give me 1 second. So, we have just an update on this Dragon Warrior randomizer, because it is important that it ends at the end of this run. So, Black Mage is still currently in the lead with $235, and Tulum is in second with $88.57. And the Heroine of DW Ford is in third with 36. So if you want to change that in any way, get your donations in before the end of this run. It's very important.
She gave us the fake out right there. You thought it was over? It's not. They're still going.
Wow.
How much HP does she have?
Not enough.
I don't know. She's like, I think we're in the thousands of damage by this point, so I think
So,
she's doing pretty well.
am I-
Nope.
Shall you trouble existence with your presence, witch?
Yeah. Get out of here.
No.
What he said. I'm on team that guy.
Gone.
All right. Now we're going to go underground and flex some of our new thief
Were
muscles.
those dinosaurs?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I need to play this game.
Haven't you played D&D before? There's always dinosaurs.
I haven't played that kind of D&D.
Well, what? You're playing the wrong kind
What
of
kind of
D&D.
D&D have you played?
Don't you live in Utah? There's like dinosaurs up the road.
It's true. It's true. Oh, man. No, I lived right next to Dinosaur National Monument. Every year we'd go and see the dinosaurs.
We'll see.
They were dead, but,
Well,
you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe you should just appreciate that there are dinosaurs and not be so judgmental.
Well, we loved them.
Speak your mind.
so this is the first place where I get to actually play around with the movement a little bit. The movement in this game is really fun. The enemies actually try to magnetize to where you are walking. They don't actually go to your character sprite. So sometimes you can juke them out by like clicking in places you don't want to go and then changing your direction really fast. But in this case, these guys are pretty good at following me, and they'll actually wind up like sticking to you. They get sort of sticky. And because of that, we need to be really, really, really careful about how we navigate this area so they don't bottleneck us.
I have a $5 donation from Trebell, who says, "Hey, Brosentia,
Oh, no. Hey,
what do you call someone who tortures silent French street performers?
not sure I want to know.
A mime flayer."
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay, yeah, I like that one. That was good.
I have updated my journal.
Hold on, guys. We're in the middle of fighting, but I got a journal. I just got to do it
Just
right
gotta write
now.
this down. Hang on, you guys.
I've done that a few times.
There we go. So that was a case of me having to juke that guy out of his shoes here. There we go.
Broke
And then
his
we're gonna go talk to
ankles.
this guy right here.
Updated.
He's gonna give me a sword for answering a riddle, I'm sure. I think that's what happened. I'm gonna punch this guy in the face.
I'm hurt.
Oh, he got us, you guys. I guess we
Ah,
died.
dang it. Oh.
I thought you said there are only 2 fights in this game. You've punched like 500 people.
I mean, 2 required fights. I'm just picking fights right now. You see the look he was giving me?
Yeah, okay, fair.
All right, so this is great. This is my favorite voice acting in the entire game. You may recognize this. I'll give you a chance to guess.
Need you, mortal. I thank
for free.
Updated my journal.
I owe you much. What would you ask of me, mortal? I'm afraid I can offer little in the way of boons.
Any guesses from the couch? Anybody know? I know Joe Wolf knows.
No. I was gonna say. Who could it be? Who could it be?
It's Q from Star Trek.
Oh my gosh, it's Q!
That's John Delancey, yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, he delivers it with the perfect element of creep. It's so good. It's so good. Everything in this game is creepy, but John Delancey nails creepy in a way nobody else can. It's amazing.
Who goes there?
Updated my journal.
Come to kill me?
Updated my journal.
Yeah, probably.
No,
He's asking the right question.
No, he's cool. He's like some sort of devil or demon guy. He's on our team. We're gonna like him.
It's Planescape Torment. We're not going to torment people in Planescape
Yeah,
Torment.
no. But we are going to take an armpit portal. And when you warp out of the armpit, you go straight to, well, this is D&D's equivalent of hell.
I'm never going to be able to unsee that, am I?
No, you're not. No, the other portal's better. So
Okay.
use your imaginations. It's not hard to figure out. So we have come all the way to hell because we need to ask a question of a Pillar of Skulls. Hey, Pillar of Skulls.
That's not scary at all.
Updated my journal.
And since they're really cool, friendly skulls, they actually tell us exactly what we want, and then we can just leave. They don't do anything bad or weird.
How friendly.
I don't know what kinds of Pillars of Skulls you lot have talked to, but the ones I've talked to have been perfect gentlemen.
Apparently, Brosen just took dinosaur skulls.
Man.
Killing dinosaurs is against the rules.
Yeah, don't kill the dinosaurs. I'm so against that.
Nature might have beaten you to that, dude.
What stupid nature?
All right, so now we're going to talk to this guy. We're going to thank him for all of his great help. We're going to show him that we can turn invisible, and then we're going to kill him, and we're going to take his bugs. Yeah. Give me your bugs.
Are you gonna eat the bugs?
I mean, yes, but spoilers. I thought you said you hadn't played this game before.
No, I just know what you do with bugs.
That's, all right, that's fair. I think we've all been there. So now we're going to take a portal out of the skeleton's butt.
Oh, baby.
And then this town we were in, this town of Cursed, it's gone. So we're going to take another portal. And now we found it. It's here for some reason. Some reason I'm not going to reveal. Ooh, spooky. We're going to jog past all of these bad guys. We're not going to fight any of them because we're pacifist here. We're out to make the world. We're making the world a better place. And the way you make the world a better place is you run into dark hallways and you punch out unicorns.
Oh, no.
There you go. Stupid unicorns.
Yeah, I don't. They're in it with nature.
Yeah. Get out of here, unicorns. They're not usually, like, that sticky, but I had to kill a few of them to get through. All right, so now we have some isometric woes here because a lot of these corridors are hard to click on. You can't click in places that are still darkened from your lack of visibility. So actually getting through these places can be a little tricky because there's like one pixel you can click on to go where you're supposed to go. Let's see here. We need to level up some more, get a whole bunch more of thief stuff. Ooh. We are just rolling in on thief stuff right now. It's great. We have so much thief stuff. And we're really, really, really smart, you guys, so that's pretty cool. We're also going to wander over here, take a look for traps. Oh, there's a trap. I'm going to punch it, and then I'm going to grab stuff out of it and wear this thing. And I'm going to eat this guy. There we go.
I've got a $100 donation from an anonymous source that says, Mort, I'm trying to sneak around with my journal is dummy thick, and it keeps updating and alerting the guards.
All right, so quick question. Are we killing or saving this angel?
We are saving.
Wow.
the condemned.
Shocking.
That's kind of nice.
Did you want to kill Q?
I do really like Q, actually, so yeah, this is cool. So here he goes. Good luck, Trius.
Bye.
Farewell, my dude.
I love you.
And he just sort of warps out because we let him leave. And that's got to be great for everyone involved, I'm sure. Let's just eat this thing real quick. There we go. And now we can warp out of here. And the great thing about this is we get to go right back to the beginning of the game.
I'm gone.
And then we're going to talk to this guy who does us a public service by stabbing us in the face.
Aw.
That was nice of it.
Which allows me to warp right back to the dungeon we started the game in.
The mortuary.
And we take a portal, and now we're in the final dungeon. Because of course it's in the area you started. Come on.
Have you not played D&D before?
Exactly.
Literally everybody in chat would like you to know they have updated their journals.
Oh, thank you, chat. Twitch, you
Really
are
make
the
sure you
best.
capture all of it, because there's a lot to take in. This guy is on fire. I got nothing. That's all he's got. He's on fire. That's his whole bag of tricks.
Oh, do we get another awesome fight here where we sit for a while?
No, he just tells me he gets to kill people, and he laughs a whole lot at us.
Oh, okay.
So, he's a very happy guy on fire all the time.
Sweet.
We're going to become invisible. This is actually a terrifying part of the speedrun. This can go very wrong very fast, so I might be focusing a little bit more than usual here.
Yeah, so this part of the game is supposed to have like lots of cutscenes involving all of the friends you've made along the way, but we ditched them and/or murdered them. So,
I mean, I only murdered a couple of them, so that's probably okay. All right, so far this is going okay.
Yeah, he didn't kill the skull friend.
I mean, where did we even leave him? I forget.
In Farod's house.
I don't think he's doing too well then.
He
He's
got a
probably
new
okay.
friend, though.
Oh, no, wait. Farod got killed by the shadows. That's very bad.
Oh, well.
Sorry, Farod. Sorry, Skull Buddy. Everything is terrible.
He just has his own house now. He always wanted to move out of your basement.
Yeah, I'm sure they totally let him keep that house. Oh boy, this is bad. This is really bad. So we're gonna ad-lib.
I'm hurt. Left yourself exposed, idiot.
That's why I bought the extras. Oh, come on. This is the problem with them being sticky.
I'm hurt. Left yourself exposed, idiot.
If I die here, I have to do this segment over again. Come on. Come on, big guy. There we go.
Oh,
Whew, that was scary.
nice.
Made it past the random encounter.
Yep, that was by far the hardest part of the run. So now I get to just beat this poor guy up.
Left yourself exposed, idiot.
He's on fire. You're probably doing him a favor.
Stop calling your enemies idiots.
I think he's calling me an idiot.
Exposed.
This is why he doesn't have any friends.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to talk to ourselves a whole lot. I mean, in-game, not the usual way I talk to myself.
Updated my journal.
Oh, good.
All right, so now, very important, I need to eat some bugs.
What kind of bugs?
They make me smart.
Oh.
There we go.
Is it just temporary intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'll talk to her, and she tells me that she's really important for some reason, which we would know if we weren't totally
Death's halls, my love.
just cheesing all of the encounters with being a thief and not having dialogue options except with people we're about to stab very briefly. So, we're coming up on time, by the way. As soon as the cutscene plays after this cutscene, so not this one, that's the fake-out cutscene.
So you are unwelcome here, broken one.
That's not very friendly.
What
I
a,
mean,
And
it's the
time.
final boss, and
So we just talked him into giving up, because I learned one thing from my talking Skull Buddy, and it's how to talk somebody into not wanting to fight anymore, so. That was Planescape Torment. Weirdly enough, the finale is not a spoiler, so if you want to find out for yourself why the plot for this game is actually so good, I think that you probably still can. I don't think this ruined it for anybody. But anyway, thanks again to RPG Limit Break for having me. Thank you, fellas, for being on the couch with me.
yeah.
It's been a pleasure, and I'll kick it off back to the host.
Thanks, Kowal. We are going to throw it over to a quick Twitch ad while we set up for our next interview. So we'll see you on the other side. Okay, welcome back from that Twitch ad. Now, you'll notice that Kowal is still on the couch. Give us a wave. And that's because he forgot to announce that he just casually got a world record. And he also forgot to say that he wanted to give big shout outs to Nooster, who did a lot of the routing and gave him a lot of help on that run. So, Nooster, congratulations on your world record. All right, it would seem that we're about ready for our interview, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Cleartonic, who's going to be interviewing sylverfyre and Sparkover. Take it away, Cleartonic.
Hey everyone, I'm Cleartonic, and we're here at RPG Limit Break 2019. Our next run is Dragon Warrior Randomizer Race with sylverfyre and Sparkover. So this is it. This is the first randomizer at RPG Limit Break. How's it feel?
I actually didn't know that was the first one. That's
It
kind of
is.
amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I think maybe we should talk a little bit about what Randomizer is and kind of just debrief before we get into specifically Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Really, it's kind of taken the whole speedrun community by storm. A lot of people are racing them. They're kind of like great race games. And what it means is that for any given game, you kind of jumble around the content of what people get throughout their runs. It could be, you know, random rewards, or sometimes it's like different story progressions. And what it means is that it's really good for racing in that people can kind of you know, react to what's happening in the game and try to figure out whatever is the clearest path to victory. So if you guys can talk to me a little bit about what Dragon Warrior Randomizer is, you know, just kind of like what changed from the base game, what got sped up, what are the, you know, what are the different things about it?
So, I mean, the kind of the most obvious thing once you start watching someone play is that the world map is completely randomly generated. And this also includes the enemies that you encounter in various areas of the world map being random, and it can it makes mapping the game out a important skill and an interesting adventure in trying to not get killed while you're doing this mapping.
Yeah, is it all kind of like the same size of the map, but everything's kind of all over the place,
Like
in the towns?
The overall like size of the entire world is the same.
Yeah.
Towns are randomly placed. There's usually 2 continents that are connected via the swamp cave, just like in the original game, but there's nothing guaranteeing that anything in particular is going to be on either of those continents.
Got it. Yeah, yeah. That's cool. So you have to like make the calculated decision of saying, do I try to trek to get to another town or place? Could be dangerous encounters or whatever. So what else? What about kind of like level ups and maybe like the chests and the rewards that you get? Is that all changed too?
Yeah, all of the chest contents are randomized. There are 3 searchable spots in the game accessible. 2 of those items can be in chests, leaving the spot empty, but as well, they're all shuffled around as well. And then enemy stats and spells and abilities are shuffled around. So you could find a slime early on and be like, yes, this is my moment. And then it is Dragon Lord breath and you cry.
That's pretty bad.
And then, of course, your stats and spells are also randomized. It was an earlier change. You actually do learn all of your spells now by level 16, just because the thing that happened early on in the game was sometimes you'd have to grind until level 20 or so when you were terribly ready to fight the Dragon Lord, just so you didn't have the heal more spell, which is generally necessary unless you're way overpowered.
Got it. Cool. So for people at home, maybe we can talk about, you know, we're talking about all these things that are changed, but what is it that gets you the path to victory to actually beat it?
So to enter the final dungeon, you need to get the Rainbow Drop, which is comprised of 3 things. You need the Stones of Sunlight and the Staff of Rain. And the Staff of Rain is gotten via a little shrine where you turn in the Silver Harp. So you need the Stones of Sunlight, the Silver Harp, the Erdrick's Token, and then you need to find 2 shrines, one to get the Staff of Rain, and then one is the Jerk, where you show him all the, you know, the stones and the staff and the token, and he gives you the rainbow drop.
Got it.
And we affectionately refer to him as the jerk because if you don't have all of these things, then he's really rude.
Might have been coined by somebody on their first playthrough of Dragon Warrior.
That's funny. But yeah, that's the whole idea, is that it may seem kind of overwhelming. There's a lot of moving pieces, but the point is that the racers just have to figure out what they need to get to the path of victory. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that, kind of what goes in your mindset when you start to kind of debrief on what a seed has, and how do you tackle, the whole race strategy and what's kind of safe versus what's, too risky. And specifically when you guys are racing today, what kind of goes in your head as to like what overall approach you have?
Really depends on exactly what you start with. One of the main things you want to get item-wise is a magical key, which will open up a lot of doors and therefore a lot of things that you can do. So if you start with those, it's a little different because there's some beginning games things to do. But other than that, it's generally just, find some little enemies that you can level up onto, usually until you have a good amount of HP or healing spells. And then sometimes you start with Hurt More, the most powerful spell in the game, which can, defeat most enemies in one hit. And that'll sort of make you just kind of go zoom right away.
Yeah, for sure. So maybe we can talk a little bit about you guys and like how you got into it, maybe a little bit about your history of some other games that you've either ran in the past or kind of just viewed over time. Maybe you want to start?
Sure. I started actually speedrunning Super Meat Boy, and then I went into retro games after that.
A little different, right?
Yeah. I got into Dragon Warrior after watching mostly Ness Cardinality do a lot of his runs, and I was like, this looks neat. I want to play this game. So I actually did end up playing through most of the Dragon Warrior series on the Nintendo. And then from that, I just kind of got into the community and found out about the randomizer, and I thought that would be fun to do.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
How about you?
So I got in the Earthbound speedrun. It was my very first one. But I quickly, when the Dragon Warrior randomizer was still in its early stages some years back, it really clicked, and it's really the type of thing to do. And now speedrunning randomizers is kind of the thing I do. I speedrun 6 or 7 randomizer RPGs and some other things to varying degrees of skill. Dragon Warrior's easily one of my strongest ones.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. So if there's one thing to kind of look out for today, there's going to be a lot of changes to the base game, but if there's one major thing throughout a randomizer to look out for, what do you think it would be today in your race?
If you see a bridge leading to exactly one tile of land, please know that I'll be very happy.
Those are known as a sparkover bridge. That goes to nowhere.
Oh, I see. Just complete dead end. Yeah, great. Okay, yeah. Thanks for talking with me, and I think we're going to be kicking over to the race really soon. Good luck to you both, and yeah, be sure to stay tuned for Dragon Warrior Randomizer coming up next.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, this is the RPG Chick. I'll be taking over as a host for this particular run. Since we are sponsored by Twitch, I am going to run a short 90-second ad, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to RPG Limit Break 2019. We are coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which was formed in 1979 as a grassroots advocacy organization by a group of parents whose children suffered with serious mental illness. And NAMI have maintained that focus to this day. We do still have some donations that are left over from the last run. We have $10 from Geister Carl. Hey, Bro Sunshine. Did you know that the protagonist of Planescape Torment lost his memory, but actually has a photographic memory? He just didn't come around developing it. We have $25 from Mercury Zelda. This is for the Caldina boss fight in Magic Knight Ray Earth. Looking forward to watching the run. And we also have $10 from the Claros Vita. As someone who only recently started taking care of himself, I wish that I'd taken the opportunity to work with NAMI more while I could. Organizations like NAMI make the process so much less lonely and difficult. Thanks for all that you do for people like me everywhere that you operate. Heart. Speaking of Magic Knight Ray Earth, we do have an incentive coming up for that run, which is going to be right after the Dragon Warrior randomizer. Currently, the incentive to do the second Caldina fight is standing at $770.34 out of 1,000. So if you would like to see Shentok do that second Caldina fight, there is still time to get that incentive in. Later on, we have the Super Highlight Joke Item Showcase, which is only $5 from having the incentive be met. So there are plenty of great incentives. We have some bid wars coming up for Earthbound. You can name the kids. Currently, there is Niv exclamation point in the lead with $150, Jeff with $60, and Itoi with $54. So plenty of stuff that you can donate towards coming up very soon. So as we're waiting for this awesome race to start, you may have noticed that we've been talking about incentives. There's also prizes, and this means that you get to vote with your wallet to name characters, get our runners to complete difficult or ridiculous tasks, or help pick which story you get to see in certain games. You can also become eligible to win prizes donated by the community members, and all the donations do go to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. For more information, check the channel bio for a link to the 2019 tracker, but we do have some very awesome stuff. For instance, the Nintendo Switch plus RPG bundle, it's $100 cumulative donation, so you do not have to donate $100 all at once. There is an art print of Arana's piece for $10 for a $10 donation, Quest for Glory 2 poster for a $5 donation, and Quest for Glory collection for a $5 donation. So there is a whole bunch of awesome stuff going on this week. We do have a $1 donation from Dio that simply says, Kono Dio Da. Thank you so much. So, as you may or may not know, May is Mental Health Month, and as such it is fitting that we are here supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Fewer than 50% of adults living with these conditions receive treatment each year. Reasons include stigma, lack of access, and lack of knowledge and resources, a situation that NAMI aims to improve. We've been working with them for a super long time, and they have done fantastic things. So all of your support is greatly, greatly appreciated, and we appreciate all the donations, big and small. Thank you so much. So, I want to show some love for our community artists, Carrie Fry, who designed the RPG Limit Break logo, and Mega Weasel, who is responsible for some of the modes that you gain access to by subscribing to the channel. All the revenue from subs and ads we run will go to help us run future RPG Limit Break marathons, but fret not, 100% of all donations are going straight to Nami. We just got a $100 donation from Meg Mac Attack. Thank you so much. The donation reads, I don't know who to cheer for, so go, frame perfect tie. Good luck, Sparko and Sil. Incentive goes to Pidge01's choice. Thank you so much. We have another $100 donation from Trev Mex. Gotta give during the Dragon Warrior race. Excited to get more people into watching Dragon Warrior randomizer races. They're fun. Thanks for doing this and supporting mental health. And thank you for the donation. We have a $15 donation from Leggy Starscream. Good luck, Sparko and Syl. Two great runners for an amazing randomizer. But thou must have the best of luck. Donation goes to Taskbot using White Mages. Thank you so much. We also have a $5 donation from K-Dog Deluxe 62. Pineapples belong on pizza. Thank you for your donation.